Hey guys, it's Chancey. I told y'all guys I would give y'all an update today. There's Britain. We're about to have our we're having salads before our dinner. All right, you turn the light back on so you can actually see our salads.
And as you see here, paper plates don't require dishwashers. Heads up, fellas.
He does like I don't know why. I don't like using paper plates and bowls and stuff. But now that he's been in charge of doing most of the dishes, he is all about those paper plates.
Most of the dishes.
So before I get into all the baby information, I wanted to tell y'all guys something that happened yesterday. I came home from work and opened up a package that had came in from one of my best friends in the whole world. She literally is my longest best friend ever. We've been friends since we were little bitty babies, pretty much. Our parents are best friends. Anywho, and it was a bump box and a dad box, and I'll show y'all guys a picture. Here it is. It is so cute. So thank you, Heather and family. I love y'all guys. Okay, so at 6 weeks, I finished or caught y'all up to the first heartbeat. By the way, our first heartbeat was 119 beats per minute. So we were really, really excited. I went back on 6 weeks and 3 days. Our heartbeat had increased to, what was it?
122.
122. So it had went up some. The doctor was really excited about that. Everything was going great. And then we went, so that was 6 weeks, 3 days. A couple days later, the night in between 6 weeks and 6 days and 7 weeks. I have been peeing like crazy with this pregnancy all night long. So multiple times throughout the night, I get up to go pee. At 3 in the morning, I get up to go pee and there's blood. Nobody wants to see that. I wake up Britton. He's like, you're kidding me.
Yeah, right. All right, so I went to bed. Here's a real story. I went to bed at like 2:30. This was at 3:13 in the morning. And literally, when she woke me up, I was like, where am I? Seriously.
So it was not a good thing. So we were obviously really, really worried. I called the doctor like in the middle of the night just to see, and the after hours doctor ended up answering and just told me to double up on my progesterone shot for the night and then come in bright and early in the morning, and they just wanted to check everything out. We were obviously like terrified in the meantime, but luckily we were able to get in and be seen. We did not video that part just because of the circumstances, and everything was just so like uneasy. We didn't know what was going to happen, all that good stuff. But luckily the doctor immediately found the heartbeat, which was so good. It was like a big weight lifted off. But the doctor also found that I had a SCH or subchronic hematoma. It wasn't very big, so they weren't too concerned. They just let me know that if you continue to bleed and pass large clots, you need to come back in. If not, they're very common, and that they were hoping it would resolve itself. Luckily, since I had my original appointment was at 6 weeks and 3 days, I was going in anyways at 7 weeks and 3 days, because now I'm on a routine where I go exactly every 7 days. So being that I saw this doctor at 7 weeks, I knew that I only had 3 days until my next appointment to check on the subchronic hematoma. So I feel like that's a tongue twister. What?
Hello.
But so we went back in at 7 weeks and 3 days, obviously still terrified again what was gonna happen. Actually, this time I went by myself, but luckily when we went back in, the doctor,
I got caught up backlog on the dishes.
he was working, he was out of town. But I went back in. I FaceTimed him the whole time this time. But, okay, he's distracting me.
Oh my gosh, dude.
What is he wearing?
I don't know. It's not in the can.
So we get to the appointment, or I get to the appointment. The doctor goes in looking for the subchronic hematoma and pretty much cannot even find it. It's so small that you can barely even notice it. And so he pretty much says that my body absorbed it on its own or bled out whatever it needed to bleed out, and that I was in the clear with that. Obviously, still taking it easy and whatnot. But luckily, it didn't end up becoming a problem or getting bigger or continuously bleeding, especially with the fact, I feel like I haven't talked about this in a long time, but I have APS, and so I'm on blood thinners. And so that was concerning for me, that would my body be able to heal it with my blood being so thinned out? But luckily, yeah, I mean, a couple days, 3 days went by and the thing was like originally on the screen, no longer there. So we were so relieved. And at that appointment, my heartbeat had went all the way up to 147.
The baby's heartbeat.
Oh, obviously I meant the baby's heartbeat, like, but
If we were at 147, we wouldn't be at the IVF clinic. we'd be down the hall.
But so we were very excited. We got great news that appointment. But obviously there was a scare, and that's gonna happen for some of us, unfortunately, but luckily in our case it worked out. So yeah, that was 7 weeks and 3 days. I'm now 8 weeks today. I will be returning on 8 weeks and 3 days, so I won't have an update until then. But for now, y'all guys are caught up pretty much. And I will do better this time to try to continue to do the weeks. Maybe I'll remember more stuff to remind y'all. But yeah, thank y'all guys for watching.
Let my phone start back up and had a heart attack with the heat out here. See ya. Shut off.
Bye.